Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new box office breakdown show here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg, excuse me, sorry. Today, we're talking about the box office for our first box office weekend in the month of December, which was December 6th to the 8th, 2024. We're going to break down its numbers as well as the 2024 domestic and worldwide numbers and preview the movies that are hitting theaters this upcoming weekend. So my name is Max Dinenberg, and welcome back to Max Talks Movies. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie and TV show reviews this show every single Tuesday, a movie franchise rankings, and out of theater reactions. If you like any one of those things, please consider subscribing and ring that bell, getting us closer to 300 subscribers. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on this past weekend's box office? What did you see? What are you going to see this upcoming weekend? Are you excited for the December releases? Are you not? Let me know in the comments. I respond to every single comment. Also, please like the video, the thumbs up button down below. So without further ado, let's get into this past weekend's box office domestically, which is only United States and Canada. And in first place in its second weekend is Moana 2, which dropped 63% in its second weekend to 51.2 million. It is now up to 300 million domestic. Moana 2 is already at the actual the original amount that the first movie made all the way back in 2016. Again, that movie made around $625 million worldwide. Moana 2 has already surpassed that. But again, while Moana was definitely a success for Walt Disney Animation, it became a juggernaut once it got to Disney Plus. And as Disney has continually said, it is the most streamed movie in the history of the streaming service, which is now 5 years old. So this franchise got a huge on Disney Plus. Once again, this movie was originally supposed to be a TV series. They turned it into a movie that turned out to be a win. Now, yes, 63% is a pretty big drop off, but it opened so massively that still it made $51 million, still did very well. The question is, can it get to $1 billion? And what I think could be holding it back could be family films Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Mufasa. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Mufasa hitting theaters next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. So will that demolish Moana's chances of Moana 2 getting to $1 billion? It will make it interesting. I'm still saying leaning towards it will get to $1 billion, but I think it will be a very hard earned as it's going to have a lot of competition here to end the month of December. In second place is Wicked, which is in its third weekend, dropping 55%, another $36.4 million. It is up to $322 million. But the problem here for Wicked is that it will definitely not get to $1 billion. And that's because that this movie has become a big hit domestically, but not a massive hit internationally in the same realm as Twisters and Beetlejuice 2, where the movies have the majority of their box office domestically. If you look at the top 10 worldwide movies of the year, which I'm about to get into in about 5 minutes, if the top movies, all of them, have at least 55% or more of their box office generated internationally, not in the United States and Canada, and the movies that usually have a lot more domestic box office than international don't get really super close to $1 billion. So while Wicked is a massive success, and the movie's budget is only around $145 million, where it made both movies combined they shot Wicked Part 1 and 2 back to back for a total of $300 million, so really $150, each movie. So this movie will more than not make back its budget and a lot more. And that'll be a huge movie for theme parks and clothing and merchandise. And obviously, it will be a heavy favorite throughout award season. So this movie is still a massive success. It just will not get to the $1 billion club as many people thought it could after its opening weekend. In third place is Gladiator 2. Again, Moana's from Disney, Wicked's from Universal. Gladiator 2 is from Paramount, dropping 59% in its third weekend, 12.5 million, 132.8. Again, this movie is definitely falling down the pegs. It's not on the same level at all from the box office level from Moana 2 and Wicked. Still did very well, but again, due to its ballooned budget of nearly $300 million, this movie will not be able to break even, it looks like, at least in the theatrical window. In fourth place this weekend is Red One from Amazon MGM, dropping 45% in its fourth weekend, $7 million, up to 85.7 million. So the question is, will Amazon keep Red One in theaters to at least get to $100 million? It needs 15 million more to join the century mark. Or will Amazon rush this to Prime Video for the holidays and for Christmas? They have not announced officially, so as of now, it's still a theaters exclusive movie at the moment. And wrapping up the weekend is the only new release to get into the top 5, and that is an Indian film called, hopefully I'm saying that right, Pushpa the Rule Part 2, opening to $4.8 million, $9.3 million for the overall week. It opened in the middle of the week domestically, so overall, nearly a $10 million domestic opening for this Bollywood film, which I'm not saying is the second highest in the history of Bollywood opening weekends here in the United States and Canada. So we're seeing now that not just is anime doing very well, but Bollywood films from India have also done very well here domestically, as it is at number 5. Looking overall this year, domestically, Inside Out 2 leads the way at number 1. Devil Wolverine at 2. Despicable Me 4 is at 3. Wicked is at number 4. It is currently trailing Despicable Me 4 by $39 million. Moana 2 is at number 5 domestic. Is that now at $300 million. So Wicked and Moana 2 back and forth. We'll see who will finish out atop of the domestic box office, at least for those two movies. Those two films that will not touch Deadpool, Wolverine, and Inside Out 2. Beetlejuice 2 at 6, Dune Part 2 at 7, Twisters at 8, and Godzilla X Kong No Empire at 9, and Kung Fu Panda 4 at 10. Looking at the overall worldwide numbers for the year 2024, that's when we combine the international, domestic, box office. Inside Out 2 is at number 1. Deadpool Wolverine is at 2. Both of those movies are billion-dollar films. Despicable Me 4 is at 3. Dune Part 2 at 4. Moana 2 at its $600 million is at number 5 at the worldwide box office. So we will see. I don't think it's going to be really hard for the movie to get to the billion-dollar club with a lot of family competition coming soon, but we shall see. Godzilla X Kong the Empire at 6, Kung Fu Panda 4 at 7, Chinese films are 8 and 10, and Venom the Last Dance is at number 9. Coming out this weekend in theaters, there are 2 major releases hitting theaters. Those are Kraven the Hunter for Sony, supposedly for now, the last Sony Spider-Man-less spin-off movie. After they've already released Madam Web and Venom 3 this past year. Also hitting theaters is The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is the Lord of the Rings animated film from producer Peter Jackson that's hitting theaters as well this weekend. And also big awards contender September 5 is hitting the limited market also this upcoming weekend. So tons of videos here coming on the channel. Sorry for you guys for being a bit late. The last week I'm putting out content. But reviews for Skeleton Crew Episode 3 will be out this week. Review for Queer and Kraven the Hunter and Maria will all be out for this week as well. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys soon.